In this video, we will show you how to set up a backup using the built-in Windows 7 backup application. Both Windows 7 and Windows 8 have a backup application that allows you to back up your computer to prevent data loss in the event of hardware or system failure. In this video, we're going to go over just the Windows 7 backup, but in another video coming out, we'll show you how to do the same thing with Windows 8. It's a little bit different in Windows 8. Some things are called differently. It's important to have a backup of your computer that's up to date at all times. Even if you bought your computer yesterday and you've just unboxed it, the very first thing you should do is set yourself up a backup. Aside from solid-state hard drives, all standard hard drives have moving parts, little motors, and so on. And anything with a moving part can go bad. Solid-state drives, while they don't have moving parts, actually have a higher failure rate than a regular hard drive, so don't think you're safe by buying a solid-state hard drive. Even a brand new hard drive can die at any time with little to no warning. So you may not have a chance to, I think my drive's going bad, I'll back up. You may not have that opportunity. So if you haven't already set up a backup, now's a good time to do it. So let's get started. The very first thing I like to do is I'll plug a external hard drive into my computer. And you can see I have an external hard drive here. And you can get these from any of your computer stores, your Office Depots, Office Max, any place that will sell computer equipment or accessories, that kind of thing. They'll have external hard drives. So once you buy it and plug it into your computer, it'll come up as another drive. Now normally you'd only see like C drive, D drive, A drive. You might have another hard drive depending on how your computer's configured, but you'll want to take a look at what drives you have installed, and then when you plug your external in, you'll see it. And if you bought like a Western Digital or a Seagate, they call themselves something to kind of give you an idea what you're looking at. So if it was a Western Digital, I think they're MyBooks, and Seagates are something else. Mine, I just called it external hard drive because mine's just a no-name brand. But what I like to do is I like to name my drives so that they reflect what they do. So if this is going to be my backup drive, I want to rename this. So if we right click on it and we do rename, we can change that to backup. Okay, so now we know that that's the backup drive. So if I had 5 or 6 other hard drives here, I know which one is my backup drive. Alright, so once we've named it backup, we can close Explorer because we don't need that open anymore. And we're going to open the Windows backup, which is this fella right here. And the way you get to him is you click Start, and then under Search Programs and Files, type the word Backup. And that's going to show you all the backup applications you have on your computer. You might see Norton or a couple other ones, but the one we're looking for if you're going to use the Windows built-in backup is the one that's right here, Backup and Restore. So you'll click that and you'll come to this window. And you'll see it should say Windows Backup has not been set up. So if that's what you've got, then click Set Up Backup. And this window will pop up, and that might take a second or two depending on the speed of your computer. And now it comes up asking you where you want your backup to go, where you want to save your backup. You'll notice that I don't have my C drive here, because obviously you're not going to back up your C drive to your C drive, because that would sort of be useless. So we're going to back up our C drive, which is what we're backing up. We're going to put it on our new backup drive, when we just plugged in. We hit Next. Now you get another option. This one confuses people from time to time. You have Let Windows Choose and Let Me Choose. Let Me Choose, I'm going to show you that one first. So if you choose Let Me Choose and click Next, that's going to take you to this window here. And what it does is it's going to include a system image of your C drive, which is all your data, all your programs, and your Windows operating system get backed up in this system image. But then after that, it's up to you to choose what you want to back up. So under Data Files, it's already got your users folders, your user directory. But if you've got, say, a database program on your computer and your database gets stored in program files, well, as you can see, there's no check next to program files, so that folder is not getting backed up routinely. So you'd need to specifically choose what folders, in addition to your user files, which I'm going to choose user files anyway, that you want to include in a backup, so that those folders will continue to get backed up after the system image. If you don't choose those, then what ends up happening is your computer does a full backup, but then from that point forward, it's only backing up your user files. It's not backing up anything else. So if you've got data living in one of these other directories, it's not going to get backed up. So when you get to do a restore, when you have to do a restore, you can only go back to the system image of one of these folders, but you'll have your user data up to date. So like I said, if there's a database living in one of these folders, you're going to have to go all the way back to when you did your system image, which could be, in some cases, like, you might have a system image that's a year old. And so your data is a year old that's in your database. So this may not be the choice for you if you want to do, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know specifically where your data is. So I'm going to cancel. I'm going to show you what Windows let you do. So if you let Windows choose, Windows is going to create the system disk just like it said it was going to do before, or the system image rather. It's going to do all of your Windows directories for all of your personal data and stuff like that, but Windows is also pretty smart. If it sees data in other areas of your system, it's going to back those up as well. And then under schedule, you'll see every Sunday at 7 p.m. Now, that doesn't work for me because on Sunday at 7 p.m. it's pretty much guaranteed I'm going to be on my computer. So if you click change schedule, you can see the options we have available. We have daily, weekly, and monthly. As for the frequency, and then if we leave it on weekly, we can change what day of the week we want to go, and then what time of the day we want it to go. So I want a more current backup. Weekly may not be good enough for me. It might be fine for you, depending on how much you use your computer. But I like to have a backup that's more current, so I choose daily. And then what day obviously goes away because we're going to go every day. And then 7 p.m., like I said, doesn't work, so I'm going to do 3 a.m. because I know I'm going to be asleep at 3 a.m. every day. So I choose OK. And now this, under schedule here, that should change to reflect the options you chose. If for some reason it doesn't, you've got, I need to go back in there and take a look. So then you choose Save Settings and Run Backup. And then this window will update, and you'll see that a backup is in progress. So you'll see a couple things to note. Location, backup, E drive. That's correct. That's our backup drive. Under that, it shows us how much hard drive space we have available on our backup drive. When our backup completes, say, if I were to let it go, when our backup completes, say a couple months from now, I want to go in and remove some of my older backups, I can do that by managing space, by clicking managing space. If my hours change at work and now I'm going to be on the computer at 3 a.m., you can click change settings to change the schedule settings. And then we're going to do another video later on about how to restore your data, whether you want to restore a single file or you want to restore your entire computer from a backup. We're going to go over that as well in another video coming up. I'll show you how to manage all that. Now, as you can see, I have a backup running right now. So if I click View Details, it's going to show me what it's doing. It's creating a shadow copy right now, and then if I sit here long enough, I'll actually see, oh, there it goes, what files it's backing up. So I can see that, yes, okay, yep, it's backing up my stuff. Now, in this case, I'm going to stop my backup. And the reason is I intend to use my computer, and I don't want this to slow me down. So I'm going to stop my backup. So you'll see here it says the backup was canceled. But you'll look down here under Next Backup, and you'll see that it's going to run tonight or tomorrow morning, however you like to look at it, at 3 a.m. So if tomorrow when I get up at 8 or 9 in the morning and I go and I look to see if my backup completed, which is a good idea, by the way, to check to make sure after you've set this all up that it's going to continue to work. Make sure that it is working, and that the one you ran last night it ran okay. And then you might even do a restore test just to make sure that you're able to restore your files, which is to say, we'll put a video out how to do that, but if you want to play with it, you can click Restore My Files or Restore All User Files, or however you like to do it. I would do Restore My Files and browse a file and restore it. It doesn't have to be anything major. You can just restore a log file or a picture or something, something small. Just do a single restore to make sure that you're able to restore from your backup, because a backup you can't restore from is not going to do you any good. You don't want to be a year late, a year down the road, your computer goes bad, and all of a sudden you realize, oh wait, I can't restore from my backups because something's wrong. So you want to routinely do checks to make sure that you can restore from your backup file. Because otherwise, you might end up down the road and you won't be able to do anything. You're back to square one, no data. So I hope this has been of help. Like I said, we're going to do another video later on to show you how to restore stuff. So If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, this has been a PC Experts video. You'll see our contact information in the description below. Feel free to contact us anytime. You can send us an email or you can give us a call. Whatever suits you, we're at your disposal. And I hope you guys have a backup, but if not, let's set one up. Believe me, it'll save you a lot of headache and frustration. And good luck out there.